Let us not forget everything that happens. It's by the will of Allah. Holy way. It's time to unite and stand, and we will be the best amongst men. It's not time to be extreme or a duty unthinkable, but to stand together as one. Tune into Sunnahfollowers, stream it every day, various platforms. Trust me, you'll find a way. Sunnahfollowers.
From Sunnahfollowers. This is from Sheikh Saleh. We need to unite. Sisters, wear your hijab, wear your beards, be proud of your beard. Stay home, stay in your home. Stand up, unite, and stand for Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala.
That's right, Saleh. We all should stand up in solidarity, not transgressing the limits of Allah, but standing together with patience and understanding. This is Sunnahfollowers.
With dignity, humility, and balance.
Join us every Friday at 9 p.m. Eastern for the Access to Layla Live Call-In and Answer Show. Please join Ustada lailanasheeba. If you have any questions in regards to this theme, call in at 862-370-2838. Now streaming on various platforms right here on Sunnahfollowers. Assalamu alaikum. Please mark your calendars. Starting this Friday, March 1st, we will be replacing the 6 p.m. Eastern Aqidah class, Al-Wala Wal-Bara class, with a special program for the month of Ramadan. Please join Ustada lailanasheeba for the first 7 days of Ramadan with a preparation course. Allow her to walk you every day after that with the fiqh of fasting. Don't forget, mark your calendars, and we're streaming it right here on Sunnahfollowers.
Ina alhamdulillah, wa salat, wa salam ala wa rasulallah. Welcome everybody to the 4th day of Ramadan. This is the 4th day of fasting, and alhamdulillah, your bodies, for those of you who are new to fasting, your bodies are starting to get acclimated. You're starting to get used to it, okay? For the children who are listening to me, inshallah, you should be becoming more used to fasting. Because we're really, you think about it, we're only going a few hours out the day without eating. You know, we're just going a few days with a few hours out the day without eating. So your stomach should be adjusting to that, because the reality is that most of us overeat anyway. And I want to give a shout out to my grandchildren. You know, Layla's got grandchildren. My grandson, Hassan, assalamu alaikum, and Nasir, assalamu alaikum. Yeah, those are my 2 boys. They fasting too, alhamdulillah. Make sure that y'all listen to your big sister, Jayana, because my granddaughter Jayana, alhamdulillah, I'm so proud of you, Jayana, because she's trying to help the 2 boys to get through fasting too. You know, and don't forget, you're supposed to make your prayers with your big sister too. Jayana, make sure that they pray all 5 prayers every day. And that's for all the children. You know, we should be fasting and making all 5 of our prayers every day at the proper time. This is how we get close to Allah. And when we get close to Allah, that's how Allah loves us. When Allah loves you, he becomes your protector. He makes sure that nothing bad happens to you. And also he answers your prayers. He gives you the things you need, not the things you necessarily want, but he'll give you what you need to survive. So fasting, Ramadan, brings us close to Allah because we're sacrificing our food. We're sacrificing our emotions, our anger. We're giving all those things up just to please Allah. So I'm proud of all the children here. All of you who are maintaining your fast, I'm so proud of you because this is the 4th day. You almost got the first week down. We only fast for 29 or 30 days. You got the first week almost down. And time is going to go by so quick. Before you know it, Ramadan will be over and you'll be wishing that you had another week because you'll be so accustomed to this feeling of righteousness, this feeling of closeness to Allah. And so today what I'm going to do is talk about how what we should do is set goals for ourselves. Because again, the purpose of fasting is to get close to Allah. The purpose of fasting is for Allah to love you. Because what happens? Who can tell me? Any of the children in the Zoom room? What happens when Allah loves you? If Allah loves you, what promise did he make? He made a promise that if he loves you, what's the promise that Allah made about those whom he loved? Do any of the children remember? Any of the kids here listening? Y'all remember?
He will never let the hellfire touch you.
MashaAllah, Allah has promised, guys, that he will never, ever, ever allow the hellfire to touch anyone whom he loves. So what does that mean? That means when you die and you're in your grave, you're not going to have to worry about being beaten in the head with that crowbar by that angel. You don't have to worry about being thrown into the hellfire until the day of judgment. If Allah loves you, he will have your soul placed in the form of a green bird, and you will fly around the throne of Allah until the day of judgment. So we want to do the deeds that Allah loves. We want to make Allah love us. And how do we make Allah love us? By number one, obeying him, doing the things he commands us to do, such as fasting during Ramadan, such as making all 5 of our prayers every day, such as respecting your parents. And this is a big one. Because a lot of the Muslim children, we look at the non-Muslim kids and we see how the non-Muslim kids have no respect for their parents. We look at those videos on YouTube and we see all that cursing and profanity and fighting, that ghetto behavior. That's not what Islam is about. We're supposed to be people of dignity, like the commercial says, with dignity, humility, and balance. We're not supposed to act like the kafirs and curse and fight and call our mothers bad names, call our sisters bad names. That's not how we act. That's going to put you in a hellfire. We have to be respectable to our parents, respectable to our sisters, respectable to our brothers. We have to live and love each other, get along, not sit there and hate each other and tear each other down. So I want all you children listening to me to work on that, because we're living in some bad times. The kafirs, they're like animals. They don't have no control over their emotions, their behavior. They talk like garbage can people. We don't do that. We're supposed to be people of dignity. Okay? So, how do we earn Allah's love? By doing the things he commanded us to do, such as praying our prayers, not once a day, every day, all 5 of them. And by fasting Ramadan, by respecting our parents, by getting along with our brothers and our sisters, by being nice to our neighbors, by being respectable to the elderly, by respecting our teachers, respecting the people of authority, the imams, the firemen, anybody of authority. Does everybody understand that? We're people of respect, okay? That's how we earn Allah's love. So today what I'm going to do is speak about some things that we can do during this sacred month, adults and children, that will bring us even closer to Allah, that will cause Allah to love us even more. So I'm going to put the PowerPoint up, and hopefully all the kids, you're watching me on your big screen TVs. I see you, Tahira. Oh, yeah. Assalamu alaikum, Tahira. You look beautiful in your hijab today. I saw you with your hijab on. You look so pretty, dressed just like a Muslim girl. Okay? And Shuaib. Assalamu alaikum, Shuaib. I see your curls are gone completely because your hair done got so long. But mashallah, I'm proud of you because you fasted. You trying to fast. Okay? And we don't even have to talk about Sabrina and Shamsa's kids. My girls, they got it going on. Okay, I'm proud of all of y'all. So the kids should be watching me on the big screen TV. And the parents, the mothers, you should have me on your cell phone. You should have me on your iPad so you can take screenshots of the PowerPoint that I'm going to be using and print them out at the end of the class so the kids can review it. Okay? And for my grandbaby, my beautiful granddaughter named Jayana. Oh, yeah, let's talk about it for a minute. Y'all met my granddaughter, Jayla. Everybody met my granddaughter, Jayla. She used to live with me. She in school to be a nurse now, about to graduate, hopefully, working for Cleveland Clinic, good hospital. Going to school to be a BSN. She trying to compete with my girl, Pfizer. Okay. Well, Jayla got a younger sister named Jayana. Now, Jayana's the total opposite. You know, Jayana's trying to hold it down during Ramadan. Hello. And I'm proud of you, Jayana, because Jayana knows that her mother has to work. So Jayana's trying to sit there with the 2 boys and get them into the fasting routine. She's trying to stay on top of the 2 little boys and get them to do their prayers. Alhamdulillah, I got my eyes on you, and I'm proud of you, Jayana. And by the way, Grandma Sawdust taking y'all for iftar this weekend. Hello. So be good. You're going to iftar this weekend at Masjid Ukbar. Hello. All right. So anyway, I'm proud of my grandkids because like I said, you know, let me talk about this for a minute too. And I want all the sisters listening to me to understand that dawah begins at home. Charity begins at home. Allah says in the Quran, save your soul and your family from the hellfire. A lot of you sisters ask me about going on the internet giving dawah. First of all, you ain't qualified. Like I tell you guys, 97% of the people that you see on YouTube talking about Islam ain't qualified because you don't know what you're talking about. You have to know this religion. And unfortunately, most Muslims today don't know the sunnah from a fatwa, don't know a hadith from a fatwa. So most of you are not qualified. And secondly, your home is better for you. You know, you need to focus on your children. You need to focus on learning the deen the correct way and then teaching it to your children. My children are grown. I only got 1 child. She's grown. But these are my grandkids. Oh, yeah. And I'm trying to help my grandkids to get through too. But I ain't held accountable for them. They mama is. But you sisters are held accountable for your children. So you need to focus on yourself and your family. Save your soul from the hellfire and your children, because most of you are not educated enough about this religion to teach it to anyone. Okay? You don't know the hadiths. And like the prophet said, you will never understand the Quran until you learn the hadiths. You don't know about the companions. You don't even know the lawful from the unlawful. So how can you give dawah to anybody? You better give dawah to yourself first, and then to your children, because that's where your reward lies, in your children. Okay? All right. So, parents, get the cell phones out. Children, watch the big screen, because I'm going to put the PowerPoint up, and I want the family to take the screenshots and quiz the children on this stuff. When y'all print this stuff out, staple it together, and over dinner, when you haven't eaten your dinner to break your fast, review this stuff with the kids. Okay? So let's put the PowerPoint up now. And what did y'all tell me about the ticker? The ticker has to come down. I can never remember. Fat
Yes, Sister Layla.
Oh, it does? Okay.
Take it down.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Hold on. Yeah, because I don't want these kids to not get the full PowerPoint. Hold on. My grandkids too. Jayana, if you got your phone, well, you don't have a printer, do you? Y'all tore it up. Y'all tore up the printer. My grandkids tear up everything, honey. Wait a minute. Okay, let's see. This is the caption sticker. All right. Oh, let me take this. Why come I can't get it off, you guys? Oh, yeah, we got a 9 o'clock class too. That's what it's saying. I guess it wants me to keep saying. Okay, stop now. Okay, there it is. And now and now it popped back up, but that's okay. I'll get it in a minute. This is this. And let's go back to caption. Okay. Let me put the moon up for you guys on TV while I share my screen to the PowerPoint to Zoom first. And by the way, yes, you can. One of the sisters here is asking if she wanted to join Zoom. Could she? Yes, you can. Just go to www.Sunnahfollowers.net. There's the moon. By the way, that's a full moon. That's a full moon. One of the kids asked me the difference between the crescent and the full moon. The crescent is just a sliver of the moon. That's the full moon. Okay? And by the way, parents, that's a good thing too, to take your kids out at night to let them see what the moon looks like. Because a lot of people don't know the different waxing and waning of the moon. I studied that stuff when I was in school. For those of you who don't know, I wanted to be a meteorologist. Believe it or not, I used to want to be a meteorologist. That was my first, when I first went to college, I was going for meteorology. And then I changed, which I wished I had stayed a meteorologist. But anyway, okay, so now y'all see this. Let me know now if they can still see the big. Here we go. Can everybody see this? Mina, is it on?
Yeah, we can see it.
So on YouTube, it's showing the whole PowerPoint, right? Okay, let me.
Yeah.
So I ain't got to keep asking her. Let me open up my other computer. Okay, and join it on YouTube too, just so I can see what's going on. I like to be able to see what's going on too, in case I need to fix something. All right, so this is the 4th day of Ramadan. And today what I'm going to do is give you some things that you can do to make the most of this month and get closer to Allah. We should all try to set these goals that I'm getting ready to come up with. Personal goals for yourself. First of all, this is the time that we need to work on changing the condition of ourselves. Remember, the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam said one of the signs of the last hour is that fatness, obesity will spread amongst the Muslims. We will become people who are fat and obese. We will indulge in food and drink. We'll eat too much. So this is the time to work on trying to change that as Muslims. Take a screenshot of this. We want to be moderate in how much we put in our stomach. And like I was saying before, if you're one of those women that's complaining, talking about, oh, I'm going to die because I'm fasting, something's wrong with you, because all you're doing is going 8 hours. You're going 8 hours without eating or drinking. You should be able to do that. That's how you lose that stomach. Your stomach will shrink. We're not fasting to lose weight, but it comes with it. You know, your stomach is going to shrink because your stomach doesn't need all the food that we put in it. And a lot of us, when it's time to break fast, we keep plowing food and drink into our mouths until we become lazy. You don't want to do that. You want to eat just enough. Eat just enough. Eat a handful, just a handful of food. And then you can go back later and eat if you feel hungry later on. We need to work on self-control. We need to work on limiting what we eat. We need to stick to the hadith where the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam said, fill 1/3 of your stomach with food, another third with water, and leave another third free so you can breathe. And what does that mean? So I won't be lazy. I can get up and make my night prayers. I can get up and pray, and I can help my mother clean the house and things like that. I can help my husband, you know, with the work that he brought home that I can help him with. So we want to set this as a goal for Ramadan. I am going to watch what I eat. I'm going to be moderate. I'm not going to sit there and eat and eat and eat till I can't eat no more. So that's one goal. And also another goal. Give $1 a day in charity. The Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam was a generous man. But he was more generous, more giving during the month of Ramadan. I tell all my students, everybody listening to me, you should have 2 boxes. I want you parents to take 2 boxes. It can be a box, a shoe box. It can be a hat box, a Kleenex box. Put 2 boxes on the mantle, on the fireplace, or on the table. One box, call it charity box. The other box, call it the mistake box. In the charity box, whatever, when you go shopping to buy food, whatever change that you have left over, you know, throw it in the charity box. And at the end of Ramadan, you know, give it to the mosque. Take it to the mosque so that the imam can use it to buy food for the needy people. Okay? Or if you know somebody that's needy, you at the end of Ramadan, you can take the money in that charity box and give it to that needy person so they can have food and stuff for their family. And remember, whatever good deeds we do, Allah rewards it over 700 times during the month of Ramadan. Okay? So let's open up our hearts and dig a little deeper in our wallets. Remember, we got Muslims around the world who don't have nothing. Look at the Muslims in Gaza. Our Muslim brothers and sisters in Gaza, they're living in tents. They're living in tents and it's cold. But do you know that they still have smiles on their faces? Because they love Allah. They know that Allah doesn't put a burden on anyone that they can't bear. So they bear their situation with dignity, hoping for reward from Allah, seeking paradise with Him, subhanallah. Okay? You have a home. You're not living in a tent. You have food. You have water. No one's blowing bombs off at you. So be more grateful. That extra change that you have, throw it in the box, the charity box. So at the end of Ramadan, you can give it to the masjid so they can help the needy Muslims in your community. So that's one goal. Another goal that we want to work on, being more charitable. Also, let's make a goal to learn a surah of the Quran for the children. How many of you can recite Al-Fatiha? Remember, there is no prayer without the Fatiha. What does that mean? Whenever you make salat, you have to recite the Fatiha in every rakat. You don't have to recite any other Quran, but you have to recite Fatiha. Make it a goal for those children who don't know the Fatiha, your 10-year-olds, your 7-year-olds, your 8, 9-year-olds, that they learn Al-Fatiha. Do it in small bits. So you can take 2 lines or 3 lines at a time. Right here at my website, every day, Monday through Friday at 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. You can join my Zoom room. We have Brother Malik here. Brother Malik will teach your children how to recite the Fatiha. He'll also teach you. We have adults that come and children who come. Just tell them what it is you want to work on. He's also teaching how to read too. Tell him that you want to learn how to read the Quran in Arabic. He'll start you off with the alphabet. But if you know how to read, you want to work on a surah, you want to learn a new surah, you want to learn surah Yasin, let him know. He'll work with you as an adult. And for the children, if your kids don't know Al-Fatiha, come into our Zoom room Monday through Friday at 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and Brother Malik will work with them. He will have them reciting the Fatiha correctly by the end of this month. So this is a goal that we want to set for ourselves, to memorize new surahs of the Quran. For the beginners, you have to start off with Al-Fatiha. For the people who know the Fatiha, maybe you want to learn the Tashahhud too. Because the Tashahhud is not a surah of the Quran, but it has to be recited when you make salat. So even for the children that know Al-Fatiha, you need to be learning the Tashahhud. Join my website Monday through Friday at 5 o'clock. Brother Malik will work with you. Set this as a goal. Make this a goal for yourself to learn Quran or learn what you need to know for the prayer. Also, this is a good idea for the boys and the men to attend the Tarweeh prayers. After we break our fast, the first instinct we have is to go to sleep. But for you brothers, and I'm talking about the brothers, not the sisters, and I'm going to explain why. There's more reward for you brothers to go to the mosque and perform the Tarweeh with the imam. So what you sisters should do is, after y'all break fast, encourage your husband to take your sons to the mosque so they can do Tarweeh. And guess what? By you women encouraging your husbands to go to the mosque and take the boys, you're getting the reward of their Tarweeh. And for you sisters, you can stay home, and this is mommy time for the girls. This is when you can sit with your daughters and teach them about the rulings of the prayer in regards to women. This is the time you can spend with your daughters speaking about menses and things like that with them. This is time that you and your daughters can spend together praying at home. If you choose to do Tarweeh with your daughters at home, because I'm going to let you sisters know again, the Prophet Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam said a woman's prayer in her bedroom by herself is more rewarding than any prayer prayed at any mosque, even if it was being prayed at my mosque with me. So we women, we get more blessings performing our religion at home, but the men get more from doing it at the mosque. So what I encourage the women to do is, after y'all sit down as a family and break fast, have your husband take the boys to the mosque to do Tarweeh. And then you and your daughters can have girl time, and you can speak with them about issues related to females and do Tarweeh at home with your daughters. Okay? And for the sisters, if you do want to experience Tarweeh, go at least once a week. Go once a week. If you want to let your daughter see what it's like, or yourself to see what it's like, go ahead. Once a week or whatever. But the reward is for your husband and sons. Okay? And also another goal that we want to set. At the end of Ramadan, when it's close to the end of Ramadan, call your local masjid and find out which day the imam will be finishing the Quran in prayer. And so then you want to go, even the women, go to the mosque on that day. So you can not only hear that recitation, but also participate in the du'as that follow it. So that's the one time that I would encourage the women to go to the mosque, is right at the end when the imam finishes the recitation. Okay? But for the boys and your husbands, they should go every night. That's where the reward is. The reward is not in the streets. The masjids are the homes of the houses of Allah. We do not do Tarweeh in the street. We do Tarweeh in the mosque behind the imam. So what you see happening in Times Square with these crazy men who are looking for fame, that's what they will get, fame. But they won't get it with Allah. The Tarweeh is at the mosque. Okay? And also, this is the second box. I told you guys have two boxes. One box is the charity box. The second box is for your mistakes. What do I mean by mistakes? Whenever you curse and use bad language, whenever you backbite, whenever you hit your brother, hit your sister, whenever you lose your temper, take $1 or $0.25 and put it in that box. Because it's hard to not shoot our mouths off when somebody makes us angry. But if we are more conscious, we become more conscious of it. If you have to put $0.25 or $1 in the box every time you curse. So again, Ramadan is all about getting close to Allah. Ramadan is all about doing away with our bad habits. So those two boxes, the one box is a charity box. The second box is for anytime you lose your temper, anytime you say something bad, put $1 or $0.25 in that box. And at the end of Ramadan, take it to the mosque and give it to the imam, so he can give it in charity to the needy. Does everybody understand that? I hope all the kids are listening. And you should keep these boxes all year round. Okay? So take a screenshot of this. Also, another good thing to do. This is the time to get close to our family. Call your grandmother. Call your aunts. Call your uncles. Give them salams. Even with the non-Muslim relatives. Call your grandmother and your cousins and just, say, hey, how you doing? Because strengthening the ties of kinship is a good deed. This is the time, this is the month to connect with our family members that we don't get to speak to all year round. Remember, every good deed we do is doubled. You can even send Ramadan cards, even to your non-Muslim relatives. Send them a Ramadan card to check on them. Subhanallah, I was was feeling kind of sad today. I was kind of depressed. And I just woke up at 4:30 and they knocked at my door and I had a big box. I said, where this box come from? I thought it was Bath and Body because I did order some candles, but it wasn't. I opened the box up and I saw a lot of nice goodies in there. I saw cookies and dates and books and cards. Subhanallah. It was sent to me by another, one of the sheikhs here. Subhanallah. And may Allah bless him for that, because he just don't know how it uplifted my spirit. It made me feel like somebody cares. We all want to feel like we are important. We all want to feel like somebody cares about us. So this is a good time to get on the phone and make that phone call to your grandmother, your grandfather, your cousins, your sister that you ain't talked to in months, your friends. Call that Muslim brother that you haven't seen all year. Call that Muslim sister. Send them a Ramadan card in the mail. Subhanallah. We get rewards for that because, again, all good deeds are tripled during the month of Ramadan. And also another goal to set for yourself, and I want the children to hear this: go on a technology diet. What do I mean? Spend less time watching television. Spend less time gaming. Now, I got a lot of the kids here who are on Twitch. I got about 50 children that watch me on a regular basis on Twitch. So I'm so proud of them, because even though they on there playing games, they always stop their games every day at 6:30 to join this class. And they stop their gaming at 9 o'clock to join my other class. So I'm proud of them. But how many of you other children are doing that? Even my grandkids. Nasir, Hassan, my grandson Nasir is a gamer. I know you like to play games, Nasir, but you don't want to spend all your time playing games. You want to spend time learning your religion. You want to spend time learning what it means to believe La ilaha illallah Muhammadur Rasulullah. Ask your sister Jayla. Ask your big sister Jayla, who's got a car that her grandmother co-signed for. Ask your big sister Jayla to take you to the masjid. Drop you off at Masjid Uqba so you can spend some time there. They got classes going on there. Ask your big sister Jayla to take you by to visit your grandma Sauda, who's right down the street. You can help Grandma Sauda around the house. Maybe Grandma Sauda needs her garbage to be taken out. Maybe Grandma Sauda needs somebody to mop her floor. Maybe Grandma Sauda needs her car cleaned. She drive a Lexus that I heard Jayla be driving too. So go on a technology diet. Remember, you don't want to waste your fasting time on the internet. Help your grandparents. This is for all the kids. Go to the masjid and participate in whatever lectures the imam is having. Come to my classes every day, 6:30 and 9 o'clock. Spend more time learning Al-Fatiha. Spend more time making dua, asking Allah to forgive you of your sins. So go on a technology diet, and that's for the adults too. Spend less time on social media, chatting, and spend more time learning. Subhanallah. Okay? And again, take at least 5 minutes out of the day to read Quran. And this is for the adults and the children. You don't have to read a whole surah. Just take one verse of the Quran, open it up the book, wherever your eyes fall, read that one verse, and then ponder what Allah is saying to you. Because Allah talks to us through that Quran, guys. Go make wudu. Then go sit in a corner where nobody can distract you. Open the book, and wherever your eyes fall, read. And then say, wow, what is Allah telling me here? What is Allah saying here? This is how you connect with Allah. This is how you get close to Him. This is how your faith increases during this beautiful month. So just 5 minutes of Quran a day. Just 5. No more, no less. Take one verse of the Quran and read it and ponder what Allah is saying. Think about what Allah is saying. And also, another goal to set for yourself this month is to forgive. Forgive the people who have hurt us this year. You don't want to hold on to bad emotions, anger, hatred. Forgive the people who made you mad. I ain't talking about the people that tried to beat you up. I'm talking about the people that you mad at because they didn't give you back your toy, or because they didn't call you when they were supposed to call you. Don't hold grudges against other Muslims like that, or other people. That's bad energy that will take you down. Forgive the people who hurt you, and also forgive yourself. You have to forgive yourself during this month. Don't be so overcome with guilt that you can't forgive yourself. So these are some of the things, guys, some that we should do, the goals that we should set for ourselves during this sacred month. Again, life is not guaranteed to any of us. Death, the angel of death, that visitor that none of us wants to see. That angel of death can come knocking on a door at any time to take our soul. You want to go in good standing with Allah. You don't want to be in bad standing with Him. Y'all understand that? So I'm going to stop right here. Subhanakallahumma wa bihamdika ashhadu an la ilaha illa anta astaghfiruka wa atubu ilaik. Are there any questions or comments? Any questions or comments? Even from the kids. And by the way, the Quran class is Monday through Friday. Fatima, Brother Malik added Friday too. He wanted to do the weekends, but I told him we got too many other classes going on. Yeah, Monday through Friday, 5 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. Yeah, any questions or comments? And for people in Zoom, if y'all got any questions, I need somebody to read them because I can't see inside the Zoom.
I'll be able to read. One brother asked, is the Quran class on here?
The Quran class is in the Zoom. I don't stream that. You have to join because Brother Malik, he works with you individually. So yes, you have to join the Zoom room for the Quran class. Yes, I don't stream that. Okay, so you have to just come into the Zoom room. Yeah, and he'll be here Monday through Friday at 5 p.m. He's been doing a good job too. He likes it. You know, Brother Malik is going to school to be a teacher anyway, and I think he likes teaching. He'll make a good teacher because he's not won't be one of those doing it for the money. He'll be doing it because his heart's in it. He likes teaching. Yeah, any other questions? Okay, one of the sisters says, my first few days of Ramadan has been stressful. Is this a bad sign from Allah? No, it's a bad sign for you. Remember, Allah will test us with what we need to be tested for. Everybody is stressed. So that's Allah's way of making you gain control. What's the purpose of fasting? To teach us how to control ourselves, how to not let things stress you out so much. So life is stressful. I'm always stressed. Y'all know I suffer with anxiety, but you got it. The question is, do you have it under control? You need to control your emotions, control your stress. Okay. Things happen to you so you can see what your strengths and weaknesses are. So if it's been stressful, deal with it. Get it under control. That's what you have to deal with, is your stress. Like I deal with mine. I'm stressed out all the time too. I take medication for it. But hey, my stress is under control. I'm always stressed out, but I balance it. I'm handling it. Yeah, that's the thing. We learn. That's what Ramadan is all about. Knowing what your weaknesses are. Yours is stress. So get control of it. Somebody else's may be anger. Get control of your anger. Somebody else's might be food. A lot of people got problems with food. They can't go without stuff in their face. Get control of it. Everybody got it? Oh, wow. I got a picture from Shamsa. That moon looks pretty, guys. That's how my moon thing look on TV. See, I'm going to be honest, I've never watched myself on television. So that background I got is really pretty on TV. It's got blue and everything. Girl, I'm going to watch it on TV. I'm going to buy me a TV for this office. I don't have a TV in here just so I can see how I look when I'm teaching. That's pretty, Shamsa. Y'all know I made that background. I made that background with that program that I got. I didn't know it looked that nice. It's beautiful. Yeah, I'm going to have to get me a TV for my office so I can put it up here and see how I look. Yeah. Yeah, any other questions? They got any other questions in there? Yeah, the 9 o'clock class tonight. We'll be doing the hadith from Sheikh Atlee's book, Not One of Us. That's at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And don't forget, tomorrow is my Q&A show. Y'all know the Ask Sister Layla live show. Let me put that up there too. Let's see.
And by the way, what are you getting upstairs today? Let's talk about it.
Any other questions?
This is gonna be good.
Welcome to Ask Sister Layla Live. Yeah, my Ask Sister Layla Live show is tomorrow at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So please, guys, spread that word around too, because I'm sure it's going to be a lot of Muslims with questions about fasting. Let them know they can join my live Ask Sister Layla Live show tomorrow, and I'll answer their questions. And also we'll have Sheikh Morsi on standby. And you guys know Dramali likes to swivel in too. So any questions about that they need answer, they can bring tomorrow at 9. All right. If there's no other questions or comments, I'm going to log out for right now. And I'll be back on at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Okay, so I'll be joining again at 9. So I know people can ready break their fast. Is it time for me? Well, that's right. All right. Supana kalahuma wa bihamdika ashhadu an la ilaha illa anta astaghfiruka wa atubu ilayk. It's time to break fast for my grandsons. Time to break fast. See y'all at 9.